Welcome to Beverly Cemetery, just a little bit south of Chicago, Illinois. We're here to pay our respects to Juice Wrld. Now, if you're not familiar with who he was, if you're searching for this video, obviously you do, but if you're a regular viewer of the channel, he was a rapper and a singer-songwriter, and he was born Jarad Anthony Higgins. His parents were divorced when he was 3 years old. He was a really talented kid whose life ended way too soon. He was best known for hit songs All Girls Are the Same and Lucid Dreams. He spent most of his childhood in Homewood, Illinois, and he started rapping in his sophomore year in high school. He released his first SoundCloud track called Forever in 2015. He released his debut studio album called Goodbye and Good Riddance in 2018. And he released his second album called Death Race for Love in 2019, and it contained a hit single called Robbery, which became Juice Wrld's first #1 debut on the US Billboard 200. Throughout his career, he released 2 mixtapes, 19 singles, including one as a featured artist, and 1 promotional single. Now, he worked with a lot of interesting people, including even Eminem. He released several LPs independently in 2017, but his hit singles Lucid Dreams and All Girls Are the Same helped him to gain a recording contract with Grade A Productions and Interscope Records. So he became a pretty big deal, but his career was cut very short. It's a beautiful day here for this. Now I'll take you over here, and we're just waiting for somebody to leave right now, but I'll take you up and show you the grave. Now, as we walk over here, it's been a steady stream of fans all day, and there's also a car at the very end that I believe is a family member because they've been here the entire time kind of watching the people that are here. But for a little more information, Juice Wrld had a history of drug abuse which began at an early age, and he spoke openly about his experiences. His mother claimed that he was also dealing with anxiety and depression on top of his battle with drug addiction. And Higgins had agreed to attend drug rehab just weeks prior to his death. But this is the final resting place of Juice Wrld. Now, he was a very, very talented kid, though. Who knows how far he would have went in the music world. But you can tell a lot of people come and visit here. Now, the end sadly happened for him on December 8th of 2019 when Juice Wrld was aboard a private Gulfstream jet flying from Van Nuys Airport in Los Angeles to Midway International Airport here in Chicago. Now, law enforcement officials were waiting for the jet to arrive because they'd been notified by federal agents that while the flight was en route, they suspected that there were guns and drugs on the plane. So they were waiting for them when they landed. Law enforcement officials said that they found 70 pounds of marijuana on the aircraft, and said that several members of Higgins' management team aboard the flight told them that Higgins had also taken several unknown pills, including allegedly swallowing multiple Percocet pills while police were on board the plane searching the luggage. Now, these are some very beautiful pictures of Higgins, you know, during his performing life. And on the other side, there's a lot of pictures of him as a child. So we'll go over and take a look at those also. But it's pretty sad what happened because he had convulsions and he had a seizure, and he was administered with 2 doses of Narcan, and it was suspected that he had an opioid overdose. Here's a couple pictures of him as a child. Pretty sad because he had his whole world ahead of him. Now, Chicago police were told that a man had suffered a medical emergency around 2 o'clock local time on December 8th of 2019, and Juice Wrld was transported to the nearby Advocate Christ Medical Center in Oak Lawn, Illinois, and he was pronounced dead there. The Cook County Medical Examiner's Office did not initially determine the cause of death, but just a little bit later, on January 22nd of 2020, it was announced that he had passed away from toxic levels of oxycodone and codeine. Now, that's just about one of the most impressive and beautiful mausoleums I've ever seen in my years of visiting graveyards and cemeteries. Just a really beautiful location here. But his funeral was held on December 13th of 2019 at the Holy Temple Cathedral Church of God in Harvey, Illinois. And he was laid to rest right here, Beverly Cemetery. Technically Blue Island, Illinois, but we're not far from the city of Chicago. But he's pretty much right inside the main gate. There's a beautiful water fountain behind him. But a beautiful location, and there's a lot of visitors that come here. Just in the amount of time I've been here, there's probably been a dozen people pull up. This fence in front of me used to not be here, but it seems like they've had a lot of issues with vandalizing and things like that, people spray painting, drawing things, all that kind of stuff. So it's kind of sad that that has to happen. We'll take a quick walk around just so we can kind of see the side of the memorial and the back and see how everything looks. Kind of give you the full experience here. Now, like I said, this fence here used to not be here. The last time I was here was about a year and a half ago, and this fence is brand new. They just put it in. And behind it is a lagoon with a water fountain. Very peaceful area. See if we can show you the glass back here. That's the back of his mausoleum. It is pretty impressive, though. But, I mean, he was very young when he passed away, and who knows how far he would have went in the music world. He was already on track to becoming one of the biggest artists. He was already, I believe he was already being nominated for awards. I mean, if he would have continued on, he could have become one of music's biggest stars. And here's one more look at the final resting place of Juice Wrld. Jarad Anthony Higgins. Only 21 years old when he passed away. Well, that's all there is for today. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next video. Take care, everybody.